I finished putting in this 2 pads right here and a step, and I'm just going to show you how I did it. Well, today I'm going to replace this pad. It all fell apart. See it? We come up here, it had a cut mark in it, and I got the saw and I sawed it there. The rest of these are all good. So today I'm just going to take that little pad out and replace it. Now the first thing I want to do is get underneath it. See if I can get underneath it first. Get it up in the air a little bit. Just take a little piece off at a time. That's it. Let the hammer do the work. Little by little, I'm getting the concrete up. I want you to know it's coming out easy. They poured it thick, but pouring it thick don't mean you got good concrete. Now if you remember, I cut that line because that's as far as I was going. That's just where it broke. Filling it with gravel. And I tamp the gravel. I'm looking down the sidewalks, I got the gravel in, and I got a line. I go right even with that line, and that tells me where my form should go. That's how I do that. A good way to know how many bags you're going to need is you could always just lay them out dry and then count them. Then I just get my edger all around the edges. This way. And get my edger. I measure 3 feet, 3 feet. That's the square. My line. I cut my plastic away. Today's a cold November day, but you can see over here it's dry, over here it's still wet. So sometimes you don't have a choice. You gotta do it where it's dry and where it's wet, so you can finish it properly. It's a little wet up here. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I get some squirrels in it. I'm happy. So that's good. I'm gonna leave it that way. My edges match the other side. Basically it. It's pretty much done. I took the form off. We got some little holes in there, so I just mixed myself up some Portland cement, 1-to-1, 1 part Portland and 1 part sand. I'm just going to cover those holes up, just like that. When I get them all covered up, I get my sponge float, a little water, And just do that. That hides all those holes. Or a sponge will work just as good sometimes. That's it. Now I came back a couple days later just to make a point. If you want to get real crazy about making a step perfect, all I do is get a piece of old block and I run it through again and I keep working it. Just like if you were doing body work on a car. And then I wet it, and you can keep working it and get all the stuff off of it. I mixed up some Portland and the paint. And you can keep going over and get all that real perfect if you want. See, that depends on how much time you want to spend on it. And you can get that perfect, that step.